Good afternoon. I'm Patrick Roach. A 16-year-old boy dies after calling 911 twice while being trapped by a minivan. The U.S. Commerce Department is blocking Chinese telecommunications giant ZTE Corporation, and a judge is to decide if a man convicted in the Steubenville rape case is to be removed from Ohio's sex offender listings. All this and more on today's Franciscan Beat News Brief. A judge will decide whether a man convicted as a juvenile of raping a 16-year-old girl during an alcohol-fueled party should be removed from Ohio sex offender listings, as allowed by law. Judge Thomas Lips scheduled a hearing Thursday in juvenile court in Steubenville for the case of former high school football player Malik Richmond. Richmond, now 21, was convicted in 2013 of raping a West Virginia girl at a party that followed a football scrimmage the previous year. He served a one-year sentence and later rejoined the Steubenville football team. Council members in Cincinnati have scheduled a special meeting on Tuesday for the death of a 16-year-old boy who called 911 twice after getting trapped by a minivan's rear bench in his school's parking lot. Two Cincinnati police officers and a Hamilton County Sheriff's deputy searched but failed to locate him in time. The city's Law and Public Safety Committee said it will meet to discuss Kyle Plush's tragic death and the role of the city's Emergency Communications Center. An agenda will be made public before the Tuesday afternoon meeting. The Cincinnati Enquirer has reported that the city's 911 system has been plagued with problems for the last few years. President Donald Trump said Monday that the Republican tax law and his push to slash regulations are driving one of the greatest booms to the U.S. economy and helping Hispanic workers. Trump praised the strength of the economy at a business roundtable in a predominantly Latino community in a Miami suburb, telling the audience that the country is starting to really rock, with businesses coming back to the country and corporations facing fewer regulations. The U.S. Commerce Department is blocking Chinese telecommunications giant ZTE Corporation from importing American components for 7 years, accusing the company of misleading U.S. regulators after it settled charges of violating sanctions. Shenzhen-based ZTE agreed in March 2017 to plead guilty and pay $1.19 billion for illegally shipping telecommunications equipment to North Korea and Iran. ZTE promised to discipline employees involved in the scandal, but the commerce official said Monday that ZTE paid full bonuses to several of those involved, then lied about it. ZTE misled the Department of Commerce. Instead of reprimanding ZTE staff and senior management, ZTE rewarded them, Commerce Secretary Wilbur Ross said in a statement Monday. Commerce officials said the sanctions were unrelated to ongoing disputes over China's aggressive attempts to obtain U.S. technology and overproduction of steel and aluminum. In sports, the Cleveland Indians have donated $37,000 for hurricane relief efforts in Puerto Rico. In September, the team decided to donate a playoff share to relief efforts on the island, which was devastated by Hurricane Maria and where large areas remain without power. The donation made Monday, along with $4,000 given by the Cleveland Indians Wives Association, will go directly to communities where Indians All-Star shortstop Francisco Lindor and catcher Roberto Perez grew up. The Indians are in Puerto Rico to play a 2-game series this week against the Minnesota Twins. In weather, tonight's low is 33 degrees, with a mix of rain and flurries throughout, continuing into Tuesday morning. Tomorrow, more rain and flurries, with a high of 40 and a low of 30. For Franciscan Beat, I'm Patrick Roach.